guys, it's Paige. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm an American who left behind a very unfulfilling job and moved abroad to London to begin creating the life of my dreams. I now share my journey with you guys here on YouTube in hopes of inspiring you to create the life of your dreams as well. Be sure to hit that subscribe button right now so that you can join this little community. So this is a video that I've been wanting to do for a while now, and I thought since I recently just celebrated my 2-year anniversary here in London last month, this is the perfect time to finally do it. So we're going to be going through all of the apps that I've downloaded on my iPhone since moving to London. So disclaimer, some of these apps I downloaded as soon as I moved to London, you know, within the first few weeks. Some of them I use regularly, and some of them are just sitting on my phone because I haven't deleted them yet. But I thought that this might be helpful for others who are planning to move to London in the near future. And some of these could even be helpful for people who are planning to visit one day. So let's get into it. So the first app I have here is called GiftGaff. So GiftGaff is actually my phone service provider that I use here in London. There's many other providers here such as O2, Vodafone, there's a bunch. But I ended up discovering GiftGaff before I even moved to London. They promoted themselves to international students. From the reviews I saw, it seemed like they were a good enough phone service provider, and I just went with it. So I definitely still use this app just to check how much data I have left, when my goodie bag, which is my phone plan, is going to expire, and yeah. So the next app that I'm seeing here is called Circuit. Circuit is basically a laundry app and I downloaded this when I used to live on campus at the University of Greenwich. Unless you're new to my channel, you already know that I moved abroad to London to study for my master's degree at the University of Greenwich, and I lived on campus for the first 6 months while I had classes. And basically we just had a laundry room attached to our accommodation, and you had to use this app whenever you wanted to do laundry so that you could pay for it and turn the washer or the dryer on. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Obviously I don't need this app anymore, so don't really know why I still have it. The next app I have is PureJam, and that is my gym that I miss so much. It's the only gym that I have ever used since I moved to London. Super affordable. Nobody ever bothered me there. Unfortunately, I haven't been to the gym in almost a year now because of the pandemic. But yeah, I'm not deleting this app because I do plan to return there one day, Lord willing, Lord willing. But one of my favorite things about this gym app, it was something that my gym back home in the States did not have. It lets you know exactly how many people are in the gym at that very moment. So we basically have like a key fob, and we have to tap in to get into the gym, right? So they would just log each person that came in and continue to update the number. So if it said it was like a whole lot of people in the gym and it was super crowded, I would be like, okay, maybe I'm gonna wait or go at a different time of day. And I really love that feature, so I will be checking it all the time. Next we have City Mapper. So if you've never heard of it, City Mapper is like a maps or directions type of app, kind of like Google Maps or Maps for iPhone. I'm pretty sure this app is available in many different cities, but it's kind of tailored to London. It shows the tube, it shows the bus, and it even has like little icons that are London specific on here. Apparently this is like the best app for getting around London, but I have to be completely honest, I never use this app. And even looking at it now, it seems like it will be super useful, so maybe I should start using it. But I'm one of those, if it's not broken, don't fix it type of people. And I have been using Google Maps for years, and I'm just very loyal to Google Maps. So that is what I primarily use when getting around London. But like I said, I don't know, this app looks like it's super helpful. And I mean, everyone else raves about it, so. From the 1 or 2 times that I have actually used it, I think I remember you being able to like press go on here and it'll follow along your journey with you. So the app will even know exactly what stop you're at as you go along, which seems really beneficial because there have been times I've been on the bus and using Google Maps and I don't know where I am. I don't know what stop we're on. I might be converting y'all. I don't know. I might be talking myself into this right now. The next app is Unidays. This is another app that I downloaded when I was a student here, and it basically is just like the one-stop shop for all of the discounts and coupon codes that you can use as a student. They really hook the students up, y'all. You can get discounts on like fashion and clothing, like Missguided, Dr. Martens, Adidas, Nike, or like technology, like Apple, Amazon Music, Disney Plus, beauty, learning. Yeah, I think I mostly use this for food, if I'm being honest. Love the discounts they have for all the food. And I think that's probably the only thing that I actually miss about being a student, is having those discount codes for shopping and food. Another one of those apps that I still haven't deleted but can't really use anymore. Wow guys, so while editing this video, I actually learned that you can transfer your Unidays account to this new like grad life account, which basically allows you to continue getting discounts for a year after you graduate. And for some reason it let me activate mine, so I will now be getting those discounts again. Yay! The next app we have is Monzo, and Monzo is actually my bank. Of course, I use this app all the time. I have my personal UK bank account on here, as well as my new business bank account. So I'm always checking my funds. It's how I pay for a lot of things here. It's how I transfer money to friends. It's how I transfer my rent payment to my flatmate. I'm pretty sure I've told you guys about Monzo before, but it is a completely virtual bank. I don't think they have any offices you can actually walk into. I applied for the account directly on my phone. I think I just had to make like a little video showing my face. I had to send in like a picture of my ID, and I had a bank account. So this is definitely an app that I use very frequently. The next app, which actually goes hand in hand for me with Monzo, is called Zoom. So Zoom is a PayPal app that basically allows you to exchange money in different currencies. So I use Zoom every month to take money out of my bank account, my US bank account, and it converts my dollars into pounds and sends it to my Monzo UK bank account. Because all of my money is primarily in dollars, it is just the easiest thing for me to do, to convert it as I need to pretty much every month. There is a fee when using this app. It costs $4.99 each time you want to make a transfer, so that's why I try to only do it like once a month. Definitely a frequent user of this app as well. So next we have a few apps that I wish I was still using regularly, but due to the pandemic I have not been able to, and that is all of my travel apps. So I have Norwegian Airlines, which is the airline that I will use most often to fly between the UK and the US. Flights always seem to be the most affordable for me on this airline. Then I have some like European budget airlines, including EasyJet and Ryanair. I know there are a lot of people out there who try to avoid budget airlines at all costs, but they're honestly fine with me. If I can get on a flight to Stockholm, Sweden for like $25, why would I not take advantage of that? So when I was doing all of my traveling in 2019, when I visited those 15 countries, I was definitely taking advantage of Ryanair and EasyJet all the time, no shame. So the next app I have on here, don't remember the last time I opened it, but it's called Dusk. And this is like a nightlife app that basically shows you a lot of different pubs and bars and clubs around London. I feel like I never really used this because it didn't give me any options that I actually would be interested in. Well, I see it has Box Park and Shoreditch on here. That's definitely a fave. But yeah, whenever I would open it, I don't know, it never did it for me. But I don't know, I may give it a go again whenever the nightlife in London comes back. Whenever that is. But yeah, you can just choose your location. You could say I'm in Central, East, North, South, West, wherever part of London you're in, and it'll show bars near you. I also think I didn't use this as much because I kind of like to go out based on like whatever event is going on. So yeah, I think if you're just like having a random night and you don't know where to go, you can go through here and just find different bars that are near you. This next one's kind of random, but it's the Weatherspoon app. So Weatherspoon is basically like, I guess you can call it a chain of pubs in the UK. I'm pretty sure it's all around the UK. I don't think it's just a London thing. If I have that wrong, let me know in the comments. But it's just this pub that's like really, really cheap. They have cheap drinks, cheap food. We had one like right on campus at Greenwich. There's one not too far from where I live now. But when I was studying, me and my classmates would go there all the time and have drinks after like major presentations and deadlines, just to kind of unwind and have fun. And I loved this because you actually just placed your order on your phone. And this was pre-pandemic, because a lot of places are actually doing this now since the pandemic started. But before, this app was ahead of its time, okay? Like, all you had to do was place your order on the app and they would bring it right to you, because each table had a number on it and you would just include that number in your order and the waiter would know exactly where to drop off your drink and your food. Love that so much, because you guys know how it is when you go to bars and pubs. It's hard to get the bartender's attention and ever make your orders. So that would always be a lot, and this app really came in handy to avoid that. The next app I have on here is called ViaVan. I think I only used ViaVan a few times, but it is just another ride sharing app like Uber or Lyft. There is no Lyft here in London, but yeah, ViaVan was always like a really affordable option. And if you recommend friends, you would get money off. And me and my friends were taking advantage of that for a while. Another travel app that I have on here is called TripIt. And I like TripIt because it allows you to make lists of like the places that you're planning on traveling soon. So if I had like a lot of trips coming up within the next few months, I would make the little list and share it on social media, and that was always really fun. I don't know if I was going to include this one, but I also have an app called Hinge on my phone. Hinge is a dating app, and it's actually available in the US as well, but I didn't find out about it until I moved to London, because one of my friends told me about it. But yeah, it's a dating app. When you move to a new city, it's sometimes kind of hard to meet new people and date, because back at home you will sometimes meet people through mutual friends and things like that. But yeah, it's been an interesting and fun experience. That's all I can say about Hinge. Dating apps in the UK are not too much different from the US. And lastly, unfortunately, I have an app called NHS COVID-19. Never thought that I would have an app like this on my iPhone, but here we are. And basically the app just does like a scan, and it basically just tells you like the risk level of COVID in the area that you're currently in. You can also do venue check-ins on here when you go out to like restaurants when they were open. It says you can check symptoms on here, enter your test results. I'm pretty sure everyone in the UK has this app on their phone right now. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was also kind of like a little trip down memory lane for me as well, remembering these apps that I used to use and apps that I downloaded when I first moved to London. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next one.